But in literal sense, banking means accepting deposits from the customers and lending in the form of loans. This is the major function that we have discussed in earlier class. Now let us see another very big and important question for you for the public. Functions of banking. Let me share my video. Are you able to see the screen? Ma? If yes, please give the thumbs up. Shravan, Ranjit, Bharat, Raghavendra. Please give the sign of thumbs up if you are able to see my. Yes, very good, Ranjit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Raghavendra. Thank you, Shravan. Right. Right. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, one and all. So, this is really very important topic of the day. At the same time, this question is very important for your public examination. Functions of commercial bank. So, for your purpose, I have split this topic into three different parts: primary functions, secondary functions, and development functions. Today, we are supposed to discuss only regarding to primary functions of commercial bank. So, functions of commercial bank have been classified into three: primary functions, secondary functions, development functions. In this development functions itself, we are supposed to call as modern functions. But today, we are supposed to discuss only regarding to primary functions. Once again, the primary functions have been sub-categorized into accepting deposits, advancing loans, creation of credit, and check system payment of funds. Let us discuss in detail one after one. Accepting deposits, right? So already in the definition part itself, I have said that the primary function of a commercial bank is accepting deposits from the customers and lending it in the form of loans. Then how these deposits will be accepted? Yesterday, I have given you a hint that deposits are of four forms: savings account, current account, fixed deposit, recurring deposit. In this manner, deposits can be accepted by the bank. Now let us see all these things. And first of all, let me know how many of you are having an account in any manner in the bank. Please give the thumbs up if you are having savings account. Mohan, Shravan, Ranjit, okay, Raghavendra. So each and everyone, up to my knowledge, that you are having savings account, right? So savings account. This savings account, in the name itself, it is there, saving. That means in order to create a sense of saving in the customer's point of view, this account has been opened. So what makes differ saving deposit account from another three kinds of deposits or accounts? So this saving account can be opened by anyone. It is not particularly restricted by only these people has to be open. Even a small child, he can open this savings deposit. So once again here I am making a clear point for you. Once again in this savings deposit there are so many forms. As a student you are supposed to open zero account, zero balance account. Some farmers, they can open no frill account. For me, salary account, In that manner, savings deposits also can be categorized into different sense. So, what makes different saving from another? In savings account, a nominal rate of interest will be given by bank as compared to current account. In current account, there will be no interest at all. In savings deposit, some nominal rate of interest. Nominal means in Telugu we are supposed to call it as Nama Matrapu. Nama Matrapu. That means either a 2%, 3%, 4%. It relates regarding to one individual bank to another individual bank. Some banks they might be given, particularly if you are supposed to go for private banks, they will be given 6%, 5%, 4%. But if you are supposed to go for public sector banks, they are supposed to give 3%. And you can deposit your amount and withdraw your amount n number of times. That means any number of times. But it will be restricted for some count. You can deposit or withdraw through either check, DD, debit card, and withdrawal form. In this manner, savings deposit account will be happen. Now, moving to current deposit. Current. In the name itself, it is that this particular deposit should be opened by business people. So, business people, as they are supposed to do business, they have to do transactions more number of times. For that reason, current deposit accounts will be open. And already in the savings deposit, I have said that savings deposit, some interest rate will be given. But in current deposit, whatever the amount that you are supposed to be deposit here, let me say some crores of rupees if you are supposed to invest in this current deposit, 0% rate of interest will be given. That means no interest will be given. At the same time, how many number of times in a day you are supposed to withdraw, happily you can withdraw. And another important thing is overdraft facility. So overdraft, what do we mean by overdraft? Overdraft is nothing but whatever the amount excess that you are you are withdrawing than that you are having in your account. It means if in your account you are having 1 lakh rupee, you can withdraw excess than that 1 lakh rupee, let me say 1 lakh 10,000. So how this overdraft will be given over? Once again, it will be depend regarding to the relationship between banker as well as customer. Here you don't understand what kind of relationship has to be existed, either father and son or brother relationship, sister relationship. That is not the relationship. That means here how many years that you're in business and from how many years that your account has been operated and how much transaction, how much amount of transaction that you are happening from that particular account. This is supposed to set as relationship. So if yours is a strong business or huge business, so some crores of amounts are going to be transacted, then the overdraft facility will be also in that rate itself. So fixing of overdraft will be depend regarding to the relationship that exists between banker as well as customer. So majorly now we have discussed regarding to CASA accounts, current account, saving account. In current account, there will be no interest, overdraft facility will be available. How many number of times that you are supposed to withdraw, you can withdraw in current account. In savings account, in major sense, we are supposed to call it as savings. So you can deposit the amount and the bank is supposed to give interest on your deposit. Overdraft facility will be not available on savings account. If you have understood these two, please give thumbs up. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Now let me move to another point. Fixed deposit account. So in the sense, in the terminology itself, it is saying it's fixed. That means once if you are supposed to invest some amount in this account, Up to that period have been existed, you can't withdraw that amount from that deposit, from that account. That means, let me say, if you are having 1 lakh rupee and you are supposed to deposit that for 1 year, and bank will be also giving some higher interest rather than the savings deposit. Already I have said that in savings deposit it is supposed to give nominal rate, let me say 3%. Comparative to savings deposit, fixed deposit, it will be supposed to give higher rate of interest. At present, banks, they are offering around 6%. That means we can understand 3% more rate of interest can be given for fixed deposit. But here, period is very much important. That means in savings deposit, in morning if you have deposited, immediately within no more time you can withdraw. But in fixed deposit, some stipulated time period will be there. If you have deposited for a period of 7 days, unless and until if you the period has been exhausted, you can't withdraw. In certain cases, if you want to withdraw, then you are supposed to lose your interest rate. That is the major difference between fixed deposit as well as this savings deposit. So, until and unless your amount is supposed to get matured, you can't withdraw the amount from fixed deposit. So, here is also two things in fixed deposit. One is easy entry, one is lock. So, particularly, majorly, lock period you are not supposed to utilize. In some banks, they are supposed to give 355 days, 355 days or 333 days. That is supposed to call as lock period. You can't withdraw at any time until and unless that 355 days or 333 days are supposed to exhausted. And another thing is, on this fixed deposit, you can gain loans. Whatever the deposit receipt that the bank is supposed to give, you can go to the bank and you can give that certificate and you can have loan on that deposit. Let me say if you are having a 1 lakh rupee fixed deposit, you can claim 80,000 rupees or 70,000, it will be fixing by the bank. In that manner, you can have some amount, that too in the form of loan. That is regarding to fixed deposit. Have you understood this fixed deposit, ma? Please give thumbs up. Right. Thank you. Next comes regarding to recurring. Recurring, in the name itself it is there. Reoccurrence. Recurring is nothing but reoccurrence. So let me say, some people like me, where small amounts of savings is there or low salary people are there. I can't have huge savings. So that what can I do? I can safeguard in installments. So this recurring deposit also helpful in order to save some amount in the banks. So particularly nowadays, banks are also making available RD plus. There are two kinds in recurring deposit, ma, RD and RD plus. RD is nothing but recurring deposit, some fixed amount that you are supposed to keep. That means if you have started with 500 rupees monthly for a period of 2 years, that means 24 months. So every month you are supposed to invest 500 rupees. That is recurring deposit. Now speaking regarding to RD plus. So here what you are supposed to do for 2 years, that means for 24 months, you have initially started 500. But next month, I don't know, some students like you gifted some money. No need at all, just for our example. Some students, they have given some money for me. So what can I do? Some income has gained by me. So for that 500, once again, I am adding another 500 and I am depositing in account. So 500 into 10, that means 5,000 rupees. Up to the 5,000 rupees, I can invest in the account. That is supposed to call as RD plus or RD flexible. In this manner, recurring deposit will be happen. If you have understood, please raise the thumb. Yes, thank you. So here also bank will be giving interest rate. What kind of interest rate that it is supposed to give? Savings, current, fixed. It is supposed to give the interest rate belonging to fixed deposit. So whatever the fixed deposit rate of interest is there, the same rate of interest will be applicable for the recurring deposits. So these are the four types of deposits or acceptance manner that the bank will be happening. So overall, let me see how many students have understood. Please raise the thumb. At the end of the session, I will be giving permission, then you can raise the doubts more. Thank you. What about Gopi Krishna, Ranjit, Venkateshwarlu, Bharat? Okay, thank you. Now next, advancing loans. So when bank is supposed to accept the deposit and it is paying some interest to the customers, definitely some source of income has to be gained by the bank. So how it is supposed to gain that source of income? It is none other than advancing loans. See here, we are having different kinds of advancing of loans in the form of money at call, overdraft, cash credit, discounting of bills, credit to government. Now let us see one by one. First of all, money at call. Once again, try to remember money at call or call money short notice. There are two different names, money at call or call money for short notice. So what does this mean? Now I am taking an example. Let me say Dena Bank. I think you are aware regarding to Dena Bank. If not, no worry. Opposite Yukon Plaza, there is Dena Bank. In Kurnool, it is having only one branch. That is opposite to Yukon Plaza. It is not having any other branches in Kurnool. Okay, now the Dena Bank, it has short of its amount. That means it has run out of amount, but it has to make payments to its customers. Where it can go? Its head office at, let me say, at Hyderabad. Immediately it can't move out to the Hyderabad and it can arrange. For that reason, what it can do, opposite Yukon Plaza, you can see that there are n number of banks. So let me say there itself Syndicate Bank is there. Now it is asking Syndicate Bank that I need some amount, make some cash for immediate payment. So money at call or call money at short notice will be happen between banks rather than any other customers like you and me. So this particular instrument will be used for bank to bank relation. So for how many days it will be? A short period. That means now today the Dena Bank, it is making an arrangement with Syndicate Bank at 10 lakh rupee or 20 lakh rupee. So within 2 weeks, this Dena Bank, it has to repay back that amount to Syndicate Bank. Then definitely for this 14 days, Syndicate Bank, it is supposed to charge some interest on Dena Bank's amount. This is supposed to called as money at call notice or call notice in short. Next, overdraft. Just now I have said regarding to current account. So this overdraft facility will be given to only for current account holders. Already there I have gone extensively. I don't want to go once again regarding to this overdraft, but just give me the creamy part of this overdraft. This overdraft facility will be given only for current account holders. This current account holders is nothing but only business people can operate current account. So these people, they can withdraw the excess amount rather than what they are having in their account. This is supposed to called as overdraft. As I am withdrawing some excess amount than the original that I am having, definitely I have to pay some interest to the bank. నా అకౌంట్లో 1,00,000 రూపాయలు ఉంటే నేను 1,10,000 విత్డ్రా చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఆ 10,000 నాకు సంబంధించినవి కావండి, బ్యాంకుకు సంబంధించినవి. మరి ఆ 10,000 మీద నేను వడ్డీ అనేది బ్యాంకుకు కట్టాల్సిన అవసరము undi. For that reason, here bank once again it is also having some amount. Cash credit. Once again, this cash credit. Once again, this cash credit and third point, credit creation, both are same. There I am supposed to explain in detail. Now I am supposed to skip this point. Discounting of bills or bills of exchange. I think you are having knowledge in your first semester regarding to this discounting of bills. Let me try to explain. So, you are doing a business. You are doing a business. Whatever the business it might be, never matter. So, a customer of you, he has visited your shop and he has purchased 1 lakh worth of goods from you, but he is unable to pay cash immediately. So what you are making, you are drafting a bill on that particular customer, right? The customer has moved with goods and you are with a bill that has been drafted on that particular customer. But you too need some money in order to run your business. So what you can do, you can discount this bill from the bank. That means that 1 lakh worth of bill, you are supposed to go to the bank and on that you can get some money. And once again here, you can't get complete 1 lakh rupee. Why? Because now the risk has been shifted from you to the bank. So for this reason, bank, it might be giving you either 80,000 or 90,000. Once again, on that 90,000, you are supposed to pay some interest to the bank. In this manner, discounting of bills will be happen. I hope you have understood up to now. If yes, please give thumbs up immediately. Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Now, credit to government. Really, banks give or banks assist government. We know that government will be giving money. Now also we are seeing the local governments, they are supposed to give money to the people. But banks give money to the government? Yes, really. So, whatever the government that they are supposed to implement, either in roads and buildings, railway projects, these banks, they will invest in such products. They are not supposed to give or lend money directly to the governments. What they are doing, they are investing in the form of shares. So governments will be doing some big projects, national highways, railways, hospitals, hospitality. So in those projects, these government banks, they are supposed to invest. So indirectly, these banks, they are assisting the government. In this manner, credit will be given to the government. It might be a central government or state government. Now comes creation of credit. Already there, the third point, whatever I have skipped down, now I am supposed to explain. Please try to concentrate regarding to credit creation, ma. Okay. Raghavendra is there, who has raised the hand from starting of the meeting. Okay. Raghavendra, he is a very good person and he is very sound person. So he has invested in the form of fixed deposit 1 lakh rupee to the some XYZ bank, let me say SBI bank. So Raghavendra, in the form of fixed deposit, he has invested in SBI bank worth of 1 lakh rupee. Now SBI, it is having 1 lakh rupee amount. Now what SBI is doing, Shravan, he is in need of 50,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupee. So the bank, it is supposed to transfer that fixed amount in the form of loan to Shravan's account. It is not giving complete amount. It is supposed to give, it is supposed to open an account and invest 1 lakh rupee in Shravan Kumar's account. Now, Shravan doesn't need 1 lakh at a time, 1 lakh rupee at a time. So he has withdrawn 10,000 rupees. He has withdrawn 10,000 rupees. Now the bank, it is having 90,000 rupees. Now Sai Ranjit, he is also in need of some 50,000 rupees. From that 90,000, it is transferring 50,000 to Sai Ranjit. Once again, Venkateshwarlu, he is need of 20,000. Once again, the 50,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees will be transferred to Venkateshwarlu. In this manner, whatever the Raghavendra has been invested in the form of fixed deposit, that amount will be transferred in the form of loans to Shravan, Ranjit, Venkateshwar. That means from one person's amount, the creation of credit will be happen. This is cyclic. This is cyclic. In that form, the banks will be generating amount. Please give thumbs up if you have understood. Right, thank you. And finally, check system of payment of funds. So already I have said that nowadays, as we are going digitally, there is no problem at all. You are supposed to go for digital payments. But majorly in olden days, that means at my growing time, check system of payment was really a very good thing. You know that check is a negotiable instrument. That means it can be transferred from one person to another person. So I am giving a standard order to the SBI that 1,000 rupees has to be paid for Shravan. I am not in debt of Shravan. For the sake of example, I am taking. So I am giving a standard instruction to the SBI that 1,000 rupees has to be paid to Shravan. So I am making a check and I am writing 1,000 rupees and I am intimating the bank that so and so person is supposed to take the money. In this manner, check system payment of funds will be happen. So these are the primary functions of banking. So 5 minutes have been left over. Now I will try to unmute you. Just wait a minute. Okay, ma. First of all, if you have understood primary functions of banking, please give the thumbs up. Yes, thank you. Sajan, all right, thank you, ma. Dinesh, Sai Dinesh, Swaroop, Prashant, I don't know what these persons. Okay, thank you. Now I have given permission. If any one of you are having any doubts, please unmute yourself and you can speak over. Sajan, are you having any doubt, ma?
No, sir.
Yes, please go ahead, ma.
No, sir.
Okay. If no, please unmute, mute yourself. And anyone, if anyone are having any doubt, please unmute yourself and ask, ma. Okay. In future, if you are supposed to have any more doubts regarding to this particular class, directly you can post your doubt in Google Classroom, ma. Once again there, I will try to solve your doubts. After this session, you will be supposed to be asking some feedback, ma. Try to give the feedback genuinely. If you have understood, you can say you have understood. If not, no matter. If still any improvements are supposed to be happen, definitely I will try to improve myself. Okay, ma? Right. Thank you, Mohan. Thanks for responding. Still 5 more minutes. Anyone? Any doubts? Okay, Mallikarjuna has given me a heart. Okay, thank you. I will accept your heart. Okay. Now I am supposed to end the session, ma. Thanks for participating. Tomorrow also at the same time, but the participants list is very low, ma. Only 15 students. I don't understand. Please encourage your friends in order to join my session, ma. Tomorrow also at the same time, we are supposed to meet. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.